I hope now through seeing that example in action that you really get a feeling for how the footprint works and how it rotates as the markets are moving live. We've come now towards the end of Unit 1 and I'm going to just briefly introduce you to the template we're going to be utilizing throughout Units 6 to 15. Now, before I actually show you the template, the important thing is I really want to just drive home, why we utilize this template and why we're going to spend a lot of time filling it out and developing your trade strategies on this template. Now, the important thing to understand is what effectively is templating. So all it is that we create this one page document, and every single time we have a trade strategy, we go and recognize that trade strategy in three different elements. The first is the observation part of the strategy. The second is effectively the identification part of the strategy. And the third is the execution part of the strategy. Now, by doing this daily and by doing this every single time you see one of the 10 trade strategies, you're going to learn to develop a very specific way of recognizing, identifying, and executing each one of the 10 trade strategies. So straight away you should be saying to yourself, well, I'm going to develop a habit or a pattern recognition for each one of the trading strategies. And that's the key. If there's one objective I'd really like every one of you traders to achieve by the end of this course, it's that you're able to not just develop your own habits or your own trading templates, but to develop a consistent approach or process to your trading. And that's why throughout Unit 6 to 15, I'm really going to push you and urge you in every one of the challenges to complete this trading template. I'm going to utilize it through every single one of the 10 strategies so that you can start to adopt the trading habits that are required to ultimately become consistent. So how the template works? Well, it's very simple. As you can see, we're going to start off with selecting the trade strategy. So very basic, you're going to circle which one of the 10 trade strategies that you saw in the market on that day. You're then going to draw it, you're going to depict it. And the reason is that, again, humans tend to recognize and remember patterns a lot easier than, say, words or numbers. So I'm just going to get you to illustrate the pattern the way you recognize the trade strategy. Once you've done that, you're going to start off with the strategy observation. And within that strategy observation, you're going to fill out the characteristics that you defined when recognizing that trade strategy. You're then going to move on to the strategy identification. Again, you're going to fill out the characteristics associated with identifying that specific trade strategy. And lastly, you're going to identify all the various points of execution from entry to exit to risk management, and you're going to fill that out on the sheet. Once you've done that, you're then going to hold yourself accountable in the blocks at the bottom left side of the screen. And that's all that is it's simply, it's your way of saying, well, I've done the debrief, I've done the template, I've achieved what I've done, and I've held myself accountable. So that's what a basic trading template will look like. Not to worry if you can't see it that well. You will be able to download this, print it off, and utilize it when you get to Unit 6 to 15. That then is the end of Unit 1. I really hope you've enjoyed this introduction to the footprint course. In Unit 2, we're going to finally begin with the footprint tool. I'm going to get you to set up your tool. I'm going to show you all the different variations and the ways that you can set up the tool in a sort of one-on-one tutorial where you can follow all the clicks, and I'll show you exactly how to navigate your way around the free trial. Good luck, and I'll see you guys again in Unit 2.